The White House and officially here at the Pentagon, the word is it was a mutual decision between the president and Secretary Hagel for the secretary to go. But in reality, the political reality, several officials now tell us here at CNN, is that Hagel basically was forced out, pushed out, whatever you want to call it. The secretary and the president had been talking over the last several weeks about what the president wanted to see in the final 2 years of his administration in national security. They had been talking about it, and once you start talking about the future, it opens the door to all of these issues of stay or go. There had been a lot of chatter about all of this, that the president wanted to make a change in personnel, that he wasn't happy with his national security team. And when you look at the three key players, you have Susan Rice, the national security advisor at the White House and Obama intimate. She's not going anywhere. Secretary of State John Kerry in the middle of Iran negotiations, very vocal, very high profile. He's not going anywhere. Secretary Hagel, perhaps publicly not always smooth and articulate, very much an implementer of what the White House wanted. So perhaps making himself a bit vulnerable on that point. There's no question about that. Very much a respectable Secretary of Defense, didn't do anything wrong, did what the White House wanted him to do. But at the end of the day, the president wanted a change, and Hagel was basically the last man left standing. They are saying it's mutual. Nobody wants to sort of, make him appear to be lesser than he was. He was very competent as a Secretary of Defense, many officials say. He had a lot of initiatives. He was carrying out the White House strategy on the fight against ISIS. But now this raises the big question. If Hagel goes, and which he will, and he was carrying out the president's war strategy, what is the strategy now? Will it change? Is this now opening the door to some potential changes in the fight against ISIS? We do know that Secretary Hagel had written a memo to the White House saying he was very concerned that not enough attention was being paid to the Syria part of the equation. Hagel himself raising some very serious questions about the war strategy. So, this now, it becomes the big open question. When a new nominee goes through the confirmation process before the Republican Senate Armed Services Committee, chaired by John McCain, who very much wants to see a stronger military presence, what will happen? What will be the stated strategy? What will a new Secretary of Defense face? And what will it mean for American forces on the ground in the Middle East? I think these are the big questions now as the Secretary prepares to go.